Thank you for asking me that question. Why jazz? You know what? I'm gonna repeat something that I really like, that I heard from Herbie Hancock, which one of my heroes. Uh, I've been always trying to answer that question to myself and answer the question of what is jazz? What is the jazz? And I just want to repeat the same thing that, that Herbie said. Jazz, jazz to me is something that I don't know what it is, but I just know that when I hear, I like, and that's what happened to me when I even was starting to learn how to. Uh, I was attracted to the Cuban music, of course, danzón, cha cha cha, the new style called timba. Just to mention groups, Iraquere, Los Bambam, Chucho Valdez with Iraqueres, la Orquesta Aragón, uh, all those popular band. I always, but when I hear Iraquere, I know that they had something. The harmony or the sound of the band makes me uh, uh, makes me think that I want to do something because it sounds like so intellectual, so cool for Cuba. Cuba, we are into the ting to ting 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 tum ting 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 tum ping ting tum ting ting ping ping ting ting tum. But Iraquere was like with those arrangements. So those are two worlds. So that's what I like, just because it sounds cool, intellectual, and I wanted to to be like that in my playing. So that's the reason why jazz. And of course, why jazz is just because I started to attend to the jazz festival in Cuba. Yes, I went there. I was, a little still, but uh, but I just remember seeing Martin Drew, which was the drummer for Oscar Peterson and Match Rush in Havana, and I already trying to play some jazz because of the sound of Iraquere, but I knew that they had something different. I mean, the way that they swing, their play, it was something. Because everybody calls in the drums, they call swing when we do this party, ting 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 ting, but that's not swinging. That is not jazz. Jazz is something else. And I just know that I had it to get out of Cuba one day just to meet or face the real jazz. And then I grow up, I keep playing. I remember that I never played with a Cuban band, like a salsa band. I just started enjoying like quartets, Latin jazz quartets. Like I was like the drummer for the last drummer of Emiliano Salvador. I don't know if you guys familiar with that. Emiliano was a guy that he really created a scene in Cuba. He didn't play that much, but he was one of the cool guys that will not care about the Cuban music. Not really, not that is not correct to say the Cuban music, but he will be like more interested in playing something more intellectual or for concert halls that to play outside in the street. And so I was the drummer for that person, for Emiliano. When he died, I met a piano player who brought me to Cancun, Mexico. And then from there I started to really make connection with jazz, real jazz people, because in Mexico, even there are no jazz people, but they are more close to America in terms to freedom or possibilities. And wow, that was the reason, just because the sound of the music. I will say. Francisco Mela.